Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Lucid. We are hopping into turn 45 of Garden of Good and Evil, a multiplayer Let's Play with the nation MA-Ermor. So hopping in, the war rages, as you can see. We had battles with one nation, two nation, three nations, and where's the fourth? Oh, we haven't fought Nazca this turn, and we haven't fought Asphodel this turn. So, I also think this is my current turn. I haven't played ahead. I think I finally have figured out kind of what my diplomatic situation's gonna be, and that is because I'm sitting up here looking at Ryleh. They are so big, right? You can't see they have territory here too. This is kind of Ryleh. I mean, they're so big. So. And the thing is, they're going to eat Scalaria, which is probably... Scalaria is kind of big. It's all right here. So what I'm thinking is my strategy needs to be... to everyone, tell them, hey, look. Like, okay, I'm not going to win 5v1. Because I very possibly will not. Like, I just lost this fort. We'll go through all the events in a second. I think I need to tell everybody, look, if I lose, which I will, you need to make it so that it's not a guarantee that everybody's like, oh, congratulations, Ryleh, you won. Right? Because right now, that's really what it is. Everybody's fighting me because that's the right thing to do. And it is the right thing to do. But you can have two battles with two people at once, and people need to fight me, but also push back Ryleh until the point where he's, I don't know, kicked into the ocean or something like that. So, I guess, and I think that's a reasonable demand. Like, if I were Nazca, and Nazca's probably goes from here, I would guess, to like right here. So Nazca's probably pretty big. But if I were Nazca, I would probably try to kick Ryleh out of part of this and become like a very big nation. So right now, Nazca's not very big, but I would become very big. And in parallel, these guys, Bandarlog's a pretty good player. Asphodel's kind of been getting crushed. I don't know if he's a good player or not. He has a really bad starting position, but yeah, Asphodel should have eaten Bandarlog, I think. If I were Asphodel, I would have. I don't think if I were Agartha, I would have attacked Ryleh. It just wouldn't be worth it. But, yeah. So, anyway, I think that all works. We'll get into this turn. So, we have a message from myself. I didn't go through diplomacy in my last video, but when I killed Set Yig, the god of Ryleh, I sent this out. Children, fear not the mighty serpent of God. The mighty serpent god of Set Yig. He fell to no more than 100 chaff long dead. We pulled the flesh from his bones and tried to awaken the serpent god into a more powerful, more true form. But the body was just too weak and cut to pieces from my hordes. We've discarded the worthless corpse in the river and let it float out to sea. Golgoth, Lord of Death. Okay, so that was me role-playing a really villainous character. We have a message from Ryleh. I would demand compensation for this unfortunate event. Said Yig. It's funny, part of role-playing too, I think, is you have a council and you have your god. And so, like, when your god's awake, you can use your god, but when he's dead, you need to have like your little council of Starspawn speak to me. Anyway, events. We take a province from Bandarlog. We take a province from Ryleh. We raid another crappy province from Agartha. We try to Agartha raids this province from us. Oh, he's got a mummy. That's kind of cool. And takes it. I think that's the little cave entrance I have. We take a little crappy province from Ryleh. We lose. Look at this. No losses. I think that's in PD too, but 1 Golem Crafter and 4 Sentinels. Yeah. Sentinels are really, really good. Okay, we killed the Star Spawn. We'll have to see what happened there. Actually, I know what happened. He was feeble-minded. He's one of the guys who got feeble-minded. So he just sent him to die. Bandar Log. They're attacking me. Kill all my sacreds, right? So this is why I didn't really go rescue, because I couldn't. The only way it would kind of have made sense, and I don't think I could have done it, was if I could have potentially done it. Like, all I could have done really was send one of these dudes, and he could have probably made it in 1 turn. But do I really want to do that? Maybe. But I would still get mind hunted. So the only way that would make sense, and I don't think he was here this turn, was that if I could have sent like a combo, like both these guys up here in 1 turn, which I couldn't. Anyway. So quit without saving. Okay, let me go back. I messed up some of my orders. So going back to the events, we lost that battle to Bandar. Okay, this was my priests escaping the fort. So if you watch, I'll show you the first battle. These guys run out, meanwhile my dudes retreat. Oh, I think I had 1 dude on not retreat. Oh, now they retreat. So if we look at that one, oh, whoops. We look at the next one, this is the one going inside the fort. My dudes are gonna get mauled. This is when Blade Winds is like a great spell. So watch what happens when Blade Winds come out. Boom. Boom. That was like 3 Blade Winds. Blade Wind, it's a kind of high fatigue spell, but not that much. Look at that. I mean, yeah, Blade Winds is so good. But you can see we kill some of the Magna Children. So it's good that my Brave Priest runs into battle. What a baller. Fuck, what was that dude's name? We're gonna see who this priest was. What a baller. Look at him. Arpert? Dude, good man. Okay, so they took this. We've kind of counter-rated some. My income's pretty good. It's 350, higher than I'd expect it to be. I can't really do anything with 300 gold. I could build another dude, which actually may not be a horrible idea. I am 1 turn away from getting Alteration 5, which gives me my Transmute Fire, which I really, really, really want. When I have that, I'm going to have enough gems to get 2 forts. The question is, where do I put them? Since I'm being attacked from all sides, I don't really have a safe place. This is one of the places I definitely wanted to put it. Don't know if I'm going to be able to put it there with this big army. So the way it's going to work is next time I get it, I get the spell. Turn after that, I cast it. Turn after that, I put it down. So I don't really have to decide now, but I need to kind of have dudes in the right spot. If I were these dudes, what I would... Well, did I get through all my events? I think I did. So, fire gems, we got some more. Now, the way I look at fire gems now is you multiply by 10, and we get 90, and you multiply by 2, and you get 180, and I got 180 gold from this event. Province income plus 10, where is that? Not gonna help me. And... oh, that was it. Didn't have any units die, so I'll take that. Okay, so now we're getting into strategy for this turn, and this is my current turn, so I can alter the future at this point in time. We have bunch of dudes here who I'm gonna have just reanimate long dead. This is what you do with your priests when you can't make ghouls, which ideally you want that to be never, because as long as you're expanding and conquering, you can always make ghouls. But I'm kind of pinned in here, so I could try up here, but that didn't work so well last time. So right now we're just gonna chill out and we're gonna make long dead. And these long dead I can use to like raid Agartha and stuff like that, because screw that dude. So I think this little raiding party, which is really bad, these are just dudes he got from, he has the Throne of Bones. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna send some more undead chaff over here. I think in combination with the dudes who are already in here, I'm pretty sure they'll win. So he's just raiding to kind of mess with me. I don't have any. If I had another dude here, I would send it to. Maybe, no. Yeah, if I had another dude here, I might. Actually, why is he moving? He should wait. If I had another dude here in one of these forts, I would probably send in a small little party to clean up behind him. But I also don't really know. He could have attacked this turn and then moved a real army back in this turn. So if I attack this turn, then the real army gets me. So you gotta be a little careful. And because I have no scouts in Agartha, that's not good. Main thing is I gotta prepare for this army. This can probably one turn fort crack me. So what I will want to do is he can attack this fort or this fort or this fort. Or really these two forts. Now if I commit to putting my guys to defending as he moves in, not gonna be good. Because while I may kill him when he first attacks, yeah, I will. If I pick the wrong fort, he'll break a fort and kill everybody inside it, which I do not want, because my ghouls are very scarce, and my ghouls are very good at defending these forts against normal armies, but against Agartha, not so good. So what we're doing is we're taking. This is the army where. So this guy, he's bringing my boosters back to base, right, with some troops that I can't carry. And is he full on troops? What the hell? Fill him up. Take your troops. Okay. So this guy's going back to base. This dude is taking these items because I'm going to give these to an archbishop. He's taking them here. And actually, he can move and patrol. Why not? He's taking them here. So then, we've got a bunch of other dudes coming. We're bringing. So I've changed my philosophy a little bit. And it's kind of weird because as you figure things out, you don't realize all the other things it affects. So I had been saying we're only gonna have archbishops in the army because these dudes just get mind hunted down, and then I have a bunch of troops I can't carry around. I think though, so I still have to worry about assassins for sure. But I think with if I have my Dusk Elder in the army, then it's totally worth it carrying Mountain Kings around with much bigger armies. Because as you can see up here, Sacreds in the battle where I fought Nazgûl, Sacreds unsupported by Chaff kind of get wrecked by all the undead spellcasting stuff. Too fast. They get wrecked too fast. So, and then it also allows them to do tactical things like have their birdies jump all over my Archbishop. So my new strategy is we're going to have Dusk Elders sneaking behind armies. We're going to have Archbishops who have very good magic resistance, and I've got a Ring of Warning coming, and they're going to have good or decent assassination protection. And then we're also going to carry a lot of Mountain Kings and Censors around with hordes of troops. So it's going to be fewer, bigger armies. that's the plan. The other thing, and I can occasionally do this, I can stop and patrol. And if I patrol on a turn where I get assassinated, even the assassins that win, I will end up killing them when I patrol. So that's good, because if he's really smart, he's moving, when he moves his assassins, they're on like retreat orders. But when he switches them over to actually assassinate, he'll re-script them. So patrolling isn't really working to catch them otherwise. I haven't caught a single assassin from patrolling and killed him. But if he's assassinating the same turn I'm patrolling, which can happen, then yeah, we're going to kill all those guys. So, yeah, we're building a big army here. We've got a pretty big army here. What I'm going to be doing with this big army is I'm going to be sending it here. And why is that guard commander? Oh, that doesn't really make sense. I don't really care if they kill this commander. Yeah. This is actually one thing you do after you've submitted your turn. Go back and check your turn, and then what you do is you click on each province where you think there's going to be a battle, and you hit Y, and that's going to show you all the troops coming into that province. And then you just double check your scripts. So like this guy, why is he retreating? Let's have him cast spells, right? And let's put him up where he can cast spells on kind of useful people, right? So these guys, I've got some lictors up in the front. They're going to be attacking. I've got 40 knights, which are going to be attacking. I've got... These guys are going to do way better versus Bladewind, too. Like, Bladewind will still hurt. It's still going to do a lot of damage, but it'll be way better than you saw versus the zombies, since they have shields and armor and things like that. So this army's equipped to go out. They can definitely go out. We've got Mind Hunt support. I'm hoping this dude decides to attack. Now, he could attack here. In fact, that would be the smarter move. But attacking here may be perceived as an attack on Bandar. So what I'm hoping is he doesn't do that. Additionally, what do we have here? We have a bunch of lictors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these priests and I'm going to send him here, hoping that Bandar attacks. If Bandar attacks, then this priest is going to be sitting in the middle and he's going to be casting Unholy Blessing. So he'll bless the lictors, or at least some of them. And if he blesses a few lictors, they might be able to defend this, which, defending another 70 income province, I'm definitely willing to throw a priest's life at that when I don't have particularly good uses for priests anymore. And my priests are all getting old. 48, about to turn 50. Yeah, so they'll start getting afflictions and stuff soon due to burden of time. So that's the plan. He alternatively could attack me. If he attacks me here, this is why this is a good move, moving here, is because this army can come back and try to defend. And honestly, I think I'll wreck this army. Really what you need... Oh, will I? I think I'll have... What will I have in here? Oh, I'll have 2 sensors in here, right? Because the thing that's going to be key when I defend is I'm going to have enough zombies, like 400 of them, probably, to soak up all the Mind Blast spam. Okay, so that is that. Pulling these armies back. We're doing some raiding for 0 income provinces that I don't really care about. This one I care about because it has death and air income, which is nice. This province I don't care about so much, but you want some buffer between your forts. You don't want to be worried about people jumping on top of your forts all the time. This army, which I thought was a new army a bit ago, was actually the army that was here last turn. So he just moved him up as a defensive move. Which makes sense. Okay. So, I don't really have an army getting prepared yet here. Oh, the other thing is I'm sending out 2 of my archbishops, each with a anti-magic amulet. I don't have any rings of warning to help give them more bodyguards, but I've got 1 coming in from this province on this dude. So we'll see. It'll be kind of not as great assassin protection, but it'll be okay. Yeah, and then we're gonna have a huge army here. What we're probably gonna do is, if this dude attacks here, the next turn he's gonna take one of these 2 forts. If he does that, I'm gonna keep this army here and we're gonna wait. And whichever fort he takes, I'm gonna go attack it. If I try to guess beforehand, then I'll probably guess wrong given my luck. And then I won't be able to get all the way to the other fort because he's gonna 1-turn crack it. So I gotta wait here. That's the plan. If he doesn't attack this, then what I'm gonna do next turn is move and attack here. If he attacks here and like jumps on top of this fort, either way, if he doesn't go up, I've got this little army coming, which it's a pretty decent army. I mean, these dudes are good. And yeah, I think it can take like a small little force he leaves behind. We'll see. So that is the game plan for this turn. In terms of a win strategy, I'm not really looking at one right now. My win strategy is hang in the game, because it's literally 5 people fully attacking me. Like, I'm getting 90% of the troops from 5 different nations. And a significant number of them are bigger than me. Like, Nazca's probably bigger, Ryleh's probably bigger. So, yeah, this is probably about as hard a game as you can have as MA-Ermor. So we'll see. Wish me luck.